Hello everyone, Big Game Al here, and it's going to be a long video. You might as well go grab a drink now. I've got my Nintendo Switch collection. There's 81 games in total. There's a lot of big collector's editions. I've got 12 in front of me, but when I go through the rest of the games, there's about 5 or 6 in there as well. So yeah, got quite a few. But yeah, I'm going to talk over you and show you all of my collection. As you can see, I've cleared the shelf up there. All of the collector's editions are down. So yeah. But first of all, I'm just going to show you a couple of bits that I've got. That are like, well, 4 controllers and an accessory. So first of all, my brother gave me a spare one of these because he traded his Switch in and got just a Switch Lite. So he has no need for extra Joy-Cons. So yeah. Never think about where to put anything like this. The one I use at the moment, because I like to play my Switch on the TV rather than handheld, is a Zelda one. Zelda Switch Pro controller. Keep that down there. Then I've got 2 boxed Pro controllers. First up, I've got a Nintendo GameCube one. Still sealed, not even got it out of the box yet. But if I get more people to come around and they want to play some games, I've got more than 1 Pro controller. And another one that's still sealed. I've got the Super Mario one, which is the Peach edition, which is a lovely pink colour on the back. So yeah, looks nice, all lit up, look at that. Can't go wrong. Official Super Mario one. And the last thing I've got is something I'd have to use in handheld. It's the Flip Grip. So you're all wondering what this is and how you can get one. So it's made for shooters. And it's literally just a little accessory like that. It goes on your Switch. And you put your Joy-Cons in the side. And that is literally it. And yeah, you can play your shooters with it. So yeah, as the card says, you slot it in like that, put your Joy-Cons on the side, and then boom, away you go. So let's quickly put that back away. There was a stage where these were going for quite good money. Got some extra bit there, so Fan Gamer. I'm guessing they made it. I don't know. I just noticed that when you open up the thing, there's a little bit on it that says enjoy. That's quite cool. But yeah, it's not designed to play many games, but yeah, nice little flip grip. Right, now, disclaimer. A lot of the games you're going to see in this video, there's a bit of a mark on that, let's get rid of that. A lot of the games you're going to see in this video are still sealed, but I did have probably another 40 Switch games in this collection that I've slimmed down that I'm likely to never play. Some of these may go. There's a couple here what I'll probably never play, but 90% of the collection, especially the games over there because I slimmed all them down, I'm going to be keeping and I want to play, so they will all be cracked open at some stage. So yeah, that is my disclaimer. So if you see a sealed game, don't worry too much. Right, first one. This is where I'll show you a sealed one to start with. We have got Spirit of the North. This is the signature edition. So I don't even know what's in this. But I'll probably do an unboxing of it one day. It doesn't even tell you what's in it, to be fair. All I know it's a signature edition and you get a little postcard thing with it. But yeah, this is supposed to be like, you play as a little fox and it's like a little walking simulator style game. So probably only take a couple of hours, but I'll crack it open and play it. Right, one of my most recent pickups. Got this from Birmingham. This is the Cotton 1 and Cotton 2, and then what's the other game in it? Guardian Force. So this is the Saturn tribute, so these are all Japanese Saturn games, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's a little shoot 'em up collection. when I say as well, I've got 81 games to show you. It literally is 81 games. I'm not showing this. This is classed as one game. I'm not counting 3 games on this. So any like collections or anything where there's like 1 or 2 games in it, I'm literally counting it as one. If it comes in one box, it's one game to me. But yeah, nice little shooter there. Right, one I streamed, and I was absolutely awful at it. And this again, this is Outlast 1 and 2. The Outlast Bundle of Terror. So it's literally, they call it the briefcase edition. It's meant to look like a big briefcase. Opens up the games in there. I was a bit disappointed because something fell off the shelf. It was sticking out on the side and it's ripped this corner a bit. Well, it ripped it completely off, but I've glued it back down. But yeah, this is a survival horror style game, and if you watched my video on it, I wasn't very good. So yeah. But there's 2 games in there. Right. When I talk about games I probably won't play, I played that one, I didn't like it. So I don't know how long that will stay for, but I got it off of Raztendo, so I just want to hold on to it. Just as a little piece of Raz in my game collection. Right. So this one I got because when Dylan used to film his videos, he used to have these big box Switch games behind him. And yeah, I bought this one and I'm probably never going to play it. But it is the Fire Emblem 3 Houses limited edition. And this is huge. If you want to see me do any videos of any of these collector's editions so you can see what's inside it, let me know and I'll make a few videos of me opening them up and showing you what's inside it. Even if they're sealed, I'll open them up because we need to start cracking them open and giving them a play. Maybe I'll have a little open it up and a little bit of gameplay of it, see what it's like. Right, another one which I probably won't play is Astral Chain. Or Astral Train. Astral Chain, that's the one. Got there in the end. Astral Chain. So I don't really know too much about it. All I know is it was one of the big boxes they do in CEX. I got this with a voucher. It didn't cost me very much. And yeah, it come through in lovely condition. So yeah. There was some more, but because I realised I weren't going to play them, I didn't bother buying them. So I stuck with just them 2 now, which will probably get moved on. Right, something I bought on the road trip, which I was going to play, and never got round to. So I need to start doing this year because I've got a bit of fat on me, and that is the Ring Fit Adventure. Yeah, it's basically an RPG game, which involves fitness to beat bosses and stuff and moving around levels. So yeah, I need to, you don't get much in this. It's literally just a game and the accessory. Like literally this whole big box just for that. Like a little strap thing and a game. Still got the price tags on it, look. CEX, 38 quid. Again paid for with a voucher. Can't get it back in there, I'll sort it out after. Right, next one. I bought this because Retro Red Steve recommended it and it was cheap. And you can make a little arcade club in it, and it's still sealed, Steve. But I loved the Mega Drive game. There's a playthrough video of me playing it for one of his high score challenges, and it's Toki. This is the Retro Collector Edition. Because basically you can build a little arcade cab, and there's some stickers and an art book and stuff in there. Not too much. Couple of postcards, some stickers, an art book, and you can make an arcade cab. But yeah, it's a little 2D platformer. I do like these sort of games. And I'm surprised this is one, if this wasn't in this big box, I probably would have opened it and played it by now. So yeah, have to sort that out. Right, another 2D platformer. We have got Fox and Forest. So yeah, you might not know what this is, but it's can I even get to the game? Doesn't even say what it is. So basically you play as a fox in the forest, and it is 2D retro styled platforming. So yeah, quite a tricky game as well. There's a load of stuff in there. So again, if you want to see what's in there, let me know. Maybe I'll make some videos of it. Right, another game I picked up. This was on the road trip last year. I bought one, not last year, year before, when we was down south on the south coast. I picked this up, really good price, and I've just never played it. Another 2D platformer, Prinny and Prinny 2. So Prinny, can I really be the hero? Who knows? And Prinny 2, Dawn of Operation Panties Dodd. Yeah. That is the actual name of the games. This is the Just Dessert edition. So you do get a little Lego figure by the looks of it. Little Lego figure in there, that could be quite fun to do and build. And yeah, again, this is another game I wanted to play at the time, and yeah, if I took my Switch with me on the road trip, I probably would have played it while I was sitting in the room at night, but we didn't. Right, another one that come from our good friend Raztendo. This is the Darius Cosmic Collection with arcade and console version. So this is, it come in a big Darius, was it not Darius, Taito box. I've got it over there. Big Taito box, or Taito, whatever you want to call it. They look really good, but when I opened it up and see the artwork, I was like, yeah, that needs to go on display. So yeah, this is a shoot 'em up collection. I think there's about 10 or 12 games on here. Quite a big collection this. So on 2 cartridges. Right, one I got from a trade I did with Alex Nintendo Arcade. This is Sisters Royale. Again, this is another shooter. This was absolutely brutal, and yeah, I played it for a bit and I just got absolutely slaughtered, and it's sat back on the shelf ever since, but I probably should get it out and give it another go. So yeah, Sisters Royale by Strictly Limited. I'm being harassed by 5 sisters and it sucks edition. So there you go. And another one of my more recent ones, don't really know much about, I don't even know how you pronounce the thing, but it's the Vaskar collection. Again, this is another shoot 'em up game by Strictly Limited. Got this from Craig's here again, when I bought this, and I bought cotton off him at Birmingham Gaming Market. So yeah, another little shooter. I think there's about 3 games on this, I think it is. It's either 2 or 3, it's not many. So yeah, that's all my big box stuff. So I'm gonna go and put this back on that shelf behind me so you can see it in the background of the rest of the video, and bring all the other Switch games over. It's only 12 games in, it's taken 13 minutes. Right, we've cleared the shelf. We've got all the games in front of us. Let's start getting through them. Right, so what's first? I've got to look at them because I've got them all face down, so I can't see what they are, just to keep them in the right order. A Tao of Synasp. The Chaos Theory Collector's Edition. There you go, look, another Collector's Edition. Still sealed. So this was some sort of weird puzzle game, if I remember correctly. But it was quite cheap, so we added that one. Alright, what we got next? I see, who was it? Raztendo recommended this. Hours Collection. So this has 2 games on it. Hours Legacy and Hours Awakening, which is some fantastic 2D platforming style games. And as you can see, I haven't got around to playing it yet, but it's one I want to play, as are all of these. So this one is a bit of an awkward one. I bought this from the London Gaming Market. It's Battle Axe. It's still sealed, but It's got a damaged box, obviously crushed it on my way home from the gaming market, which was a shame. But yeah, this is some sort of turn-based strategy style game. Looks quite fun. It's got a fun little cart area as well. I think it's like an RPG turn-based combat style. Black Future 88. This is another weird platforming game which I bought because a lot of people recommended it, and still sealed. We will get to one what's not sealed soon. Right, this one isn't sealed, to be fair. This is the Curse of the Moon, Bloodstained. Bloodstained's Curse of the Moon, which is a kind of a bit like Castlevania. So this is a limited run game, and yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I've heard really good things, and they've actually made a second game as well. So they got Curse of the Moon 2 as well, but I don't own that. Talking of Castlevania, we have got the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, which is open, complete with a manual and the little limited run art card. So yeah, there you go. That limited run game is unsealed. Don't see many of them these days. Right, the next one is unsealed. This one is a American game. This was recommended to me by Dylan, and it's Cave Story. So this is a really good platform game. I've put a few hours into this, and you play as some little rabbit thing trying to save the world. No, you're that guy, and you're helping the rabbits. That was it. You're this guy, and you're helping the rabbits. I'm guessing you find her somewhere along the way. But this comes with some weird little micro CD, as well as a manual. There you go. Look at that. I don't even think this is a limited game. No. So there you go. They do Switch games with manuals. Right, then we have a 2-in-1 game, Child of Light Ultimate Edition, and Valiant Hearts: The Great War. So I don't really know too much about them. I think they're sort of like, I think Child of Light's a platformer. I'm not 100% sure what the bottom is, but I only bought it for Child of Light, so yeah. I'll give it a go someday. The Great War, is it like a strategy game? Someone let me know what it is. This one here, Valiant Hearts. Let me turn that off, see if it makes any difference. Seem to be getting a bit of glare. Right, next one is a game I bought and never played again. It's Coffee Crisis. So yeah, this was I believe this is on the Evercade as well. But I can't remember where it's originally from. But it's had an upgrade and it's on the Switch now, and it is a weird little platform. Well, I say platform. It's probably more of like a beat 'em up style game with a lot of food references on it. Right, oh, we've got an open one. We have got Crash Dummies. So I bought this because I was watching Ross Bohoho play it in his Bad Game series, and it looked awful. But it was a platformer, and I thought, you know what, let's get it. So it might be a really bad platformer, but I'll still give it a go. Right, this one I haven't even shown the pickups video yet, so you're seeing a game before the pickups video, unless I manage to get the pickups video out before this one. But I picked up Crazy Chicken Kart 2. I think his full name is Morhun Crazy Chicken Kart 2. But it's under C because it starts with a C on the side. So yeah. And this is some weird, crazy kart racing game, but I get suckered in by these sort of ones, so yeah, we've got it. Right, next up we have got another platformer, Dead or School, and this was getting really good reviews, and I bought this probably 2 years ago now, and yeah, never got around to playing it. I think I bought this during lockdown to play, and then it went on the shelf and never got opened. One I've played is Dex. So this is quite a strange little platform game. I bought this brand new sealed, and yeah, I couldn't really get into it. I thought it was going to be really good because I've heard loads of great things about it, but Yeah, I think you're this. I think it's like a detective type thing where you go around trying to work out stuff and kill people. But yeah, platform on it wasn't all good. So I only got about an hour of play. Now I'll turn it off. This one is another one was meant to be a really good, like 8-bit style platformer. This is Eterum EX. Eternum, yeah, Eternum X. Can't pronounce a word on these, but yeah, I bought it and never played it. Same with this one. I bought this one at launch. This was one of the ones I paid full price for. It's Evergate. I remember this because Mark Geordie Slasher Gaming showed it, and I looked up some gameplay and it looked like my sort of thing. Another little platformer, and yeah, just never played it. 2D platformers. Flashback. I bought this because I love the Mega Drive game and I thought this one would be good, and as you can see, still sealed. I picked this up from the game collection quite cheap, but now I've started slowing down buying games. I'm actually going to start playing some this year, so yeah. This one is unsealed, but I've not played it. I bought this one when I was down on the road trip. It's a limited game, so it's limited to 5,000 copies. It is 2 games in one, so you've got Galax Z, The Void, and Skulls of the Shogun. I believe one of them is a platformer and the other one's a bit like Hades. I think that one there's a bit like Hades. So yeah, it's meant to be quite brutal. But yeah, no manual in it. I don't know if it come with one. It was a limited run, well not limited run, but it was limited to 5 so it might have done. Alright, next up we have got another limited game from Pixel Heart. We have got Golden Force, another platformer. These ones have still got the seal on it. The lighting ain't very good for them. You can see myself on it. But yeah, this I think I got this from Amazon. So to get limited games, well, I say limited, it's limited to 20,000 copies. So can you call that limited? It's quite a lot. And we've got a cheap game collection pickup. We have got Grave Danger, which is some weird 8-bit style platforming game again, where I think you play as the Grim Reaper. And then we've got another one I bought on launch, Grek, I think it's Grek, Memories of Azu. And this is meant to be an absolutely awesome platformer made by Team 17. And yeah, meant to have quite a good story to it, and I've just not played it. So I don't like looking into like basically the stories if I haven't played it, because I wanna obviously play it and complete it myself. Talking to Hades, we've got it here. So I played this for probably an hour, and they say you're meant to go through and you're meant to get better every time you play it, but I never seem to. But it does come with a little manual. So we've got, it did have a CD, but my brother's redeemed that, the music track, but it's got a little manual. So again, not something you see very often in a Switch game. But yeah, this is a brutal game. You don't want to play it. Absolutely brutal. Next we've got Hard West. This was a little 3D platformer or adventure game, whatever you want to call it, made by Badlands Publishing. So yeah, it's not going to be great, but yeah, I picked it up. Next we have got Hardcore Mecha, which I think is a bit of a Metroidvania. So I do like them sort of games. You have to go through the levels, building up your power, killing people and upgrading your weapons and stuff. And then we've got Hunt Down, which is meant to be really good. I know Mark again, Geordie Slasher, he recommended this to everyone and he beat it. You play, I think there's 3 characters. So there's 3 different like stories. I think it's the same story, you just play it 3 times with 3 different characters. Each have different abilities, and the idea is you beat the game by beating it 3 times with all different characters. So yeah. Next we have got Eternal Drift. So yeah, this is a racing game. I haven't really got many racing games for the Switch. I should get a few more, because I do like my racing games. So yeah, but you can tell by the name of this, this is like a drifting kind of racing game. Right, this one. What do we say about this one? I played it for a bit. I only played this because I had 2 copies of this, and I sent one to Feed Me Chicken, and he played it, and he goes, "Have you played it?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "You need to play it. It's really good, but at the same time, it's brutal." And yeah, I've not got past the first boss yet, but it's Ita. So it's a super rare game. And still got all this stickers and all sorts in here. I've got two sets of cards for some reason, one open and one sealed. A little manual. But yeah, it's a 3D platformer shooting style game. I know you play as this little kid and gets sucked into this weird world, and you're trying to save his cat, I think it is. But yeah, it's quite a weird game. It's one of them ones you have to play it to understand. This one I bought because I thought a lot of people would play online with me, because it's meant to be what's that Mario game from years ago? We used to battle each other, but apparently you can do like 4 versus 4 on this one. And it's Killer Queen Black. So you see what I mean, like that sort of thing there, where you like teams of 4, you can go 1-on-1. I'm just trying to kill the other person to or the other team. But I've not got around to playing it because I've got nothing to play with. Right, this one. Kunai. Again, Geordie Slasher recommended this. It comes with a really nice slip cover. I got this from CX, I believe. There's a few more pictures on the back, so I haven't played it yet, so I don't really know what it's like. But it looks like a weird sort of game. Right on my style. Right on my alleyway, that sort of game. Love them sort of games. Retro looking. Right, one I had done an unboxing of and never played it is La Mulana. Milana 1 and 2. It's come with a little puzzle in it. It was quite fun. It's got like a little CD and stuff, but it's got like a little puzzle. So obviously 2 games in here, the first one and the second one. And I think it was meant to be some sort of like Castlevania rip-off. But not as good. I did have some gameplay footage playing in the background when I unboxed it, but I never really looked at it and I haven't played it yet. The game inside is still sealed. Alright, we have got the worst game on the system. This is where everyone clicks off. Just because I haven't got like 500 hours to put into it. And that is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I know every single Nintendo fan out there absolutely loves this game. And yeah, I don't know, I played for like 2 hours thinking, oh, this is quite good. And then it turned out that was just like the intro bit. It was like 2 hours for an intro. I was like, oh. So I'm just leaving the little area of where you can, where you train basically. So yeah, I didn't really like it that much after that. And then I found out how big of a game it was in the open world, and yeah. But I've still got it, so I might give it another go at some point. You never know. One I did want to play because I loved the original game back on the Game Boy. It's Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So this is more of your traditional top-down looking Zelda game. 8-bit style from the old Game Boy era. And I think I remember beating this back in the day on the Game Boy. So I thought I'll get this and I'll give it a go, and I just never did. But yeah, I don't think it will take too long to beat that one. Unlike Breath of the Wild. Right, then we have got Lovecraft's Untold Stories. So again, this is some weird game. Looks like another one of the Hades style top-down shooter game. Not played it. I bought it because it was in one of these big boxes. It's Bad Lads Games. I don't remember what's in it. The game inside is still sealed. It's got a CD and there's some art cards and stuff, but the box has literally just fell to bits on me. So I've just about managed to squeeze it all back together. But I'll play it at one point. I'll say it's one of them games. I have to play them to see if I'm going to like them or not. Next one is a game I pick out every so often. I've played a few late nights with Feed Me Chicken and Basabi, and Cooper's World does a challenge on it pretty much every year now. So I have to get practicing again because he'll be asking everyone again soon for this year's time trials, and it is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Everyone loves Mario Kart, all the way back from the Super Nintendo days all the way up to the Switch. So, yeah, don't really need to say much more about that, do I? Alright, some more Mario games. We have got Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So this is a turn-based strategy style game, trying to kill the enemies and get to the castle and stuff like that along the way. But yeah, you take turns to move your people around and then attack. So yeah, not played it, but I've got it cheap thanks to Mr. Tapman. Sent me a link. No, it wasn't. It was this one he sent me a link to, otherwise I wouldn't have bought this. This was really, really cheap. Someone had literally just listed it up for like a tenner, and I thought, you know what, for a Mario game, I'm getting it. It's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. And this was, I literally bought this like last year sometime, so I hadn't even been out that long. Towards the start of last year as well. And it's still sealed. Maybe I'll play it, maybe I won't. This one, I recommended this to everyone, and I ashamed to say that it's still sealed, my copy. It's Ministry of Broadcast. So this is like, it's a TV reality show, and basically there's a load of people. The end of this show looks like it's 4 people, could be more. There's probably some online on it where you can battle against other people, but at the moment I think it's just a computer. But you're inside a big prison basically, with loads of traps and things that can kill you, and you only win if you're the last one that survives. Everyone else has to die. So yeah, it's a really weird, graphically poor styled game, but it sounded absolutely brilliant. You can see that there's a dead arm there, look, someone died, and he's won. And I need to play it. Next up we have got new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So I played a bit of this, and it takes you back to the old school style Mario games. The little 2D Mario, they were great. It got quite tricky after a while, but as you can see on the map there, it's every single area you can go to. And I think I've just got to the second area, this one up here, because you start down there. And yeah, working my way up slowly, but it's going to take a long time. And another one I've bought and never played is Paper Mario, the Origami King. Now, I've heard mixed reviews on this. A lot of people are saying it's really bad, and then some are saying it's good, so I don't know, I have to give it a go, find out for myself. But because it got negative reviews, it put me off playing it, and it got put in the backlog. Alright, this one I picked up from, this was in a game. This was like $7.99, and I thought, you know what, $7.99 for a Switch game can't be that bad. I've never seen the TV series, but it's Peaky Blinders Mastermind, and I'm guessing it's based partly on the show, so I don't know what you actually meant to do on it, but it's like a top-down puzzler, I suppose. and Fighter. I think there's a lot of fighting in it, but never played it and never seen the TV show. Right, next up is the one that everyone bought when it came out and went mad for. Mainly more so because of the art book. Because my copy of the game is still sealed, but it's Perky Little Things, which apparently ain't meant to be a bad game. I think it's like a point and click style game, but as you can see, it's still sealed. Apart from the art book. The art book's open. Oh, did you all get a good look at that? There you go. Perky Little Things art book. Who would have thought it was bad just from looking at the front cover? But yeah, there you go. So most people bought this, have kept the art book, and traded the game into CX. So good on ya. Right, we have made it to the Pokemon collection of Switch games. Now I'm still missing a couple, but I've got all the mainline actual Pokemon games. It's Pokemon Snap and stuff like that I'm missing. Pokemon Dungeon, I ain't got any of them. But I haven't got these in alphabetical order, but I've got them in like kind of good order, I suppose. Probably the order they come out in. So we've got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. So these are based on the original games, but instead of like battling and stuff, it's taken the Pokemon Go style where you flick Pokeballs at them using the controllers. And then we got the next couple of games for the series. So you've got Pokemon Sword, or Pokemon Shield, sorry, and Pokemon Sword. Nah, which one? That one. I beat Pokemon Sword all the way through, even onto the extra bit at the end. Absolutely loved it. There is like a Pokemon League bit at the end, like well, I say Pokemon League. It's more like it's an online one where you battle other trainers, and I'm in there. I've unlocked it, but I've not actually done any of that yet. But I've done all the game, and I've got the legendary, and I just need to do Shield now, and then need to get all the Pokemon what I'm missing on this game, what you can't get on this one, should I say, and get them off of Shield. Same with Sword. I need to get all the ones that you can get on Sword but can't get on Shield, and transfer them over just to complete the Pokedexes. But yeah, really fun games. Well recommended. Right, then we've got our first, well, I say our second couple of remakes, but these are actual remakes. So we've got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl. Still sealed. So as you can see, I've played Diamond. So yeah, these are based on the old, are they on DS? Yeah, the old DS games. Obviously more updated, better graphics, better gameplay, and stuff like that. But they're Pokemon, had to get them. I've not beat the Switch version yet, so yeah, very, very bad person me. Then we got the weird game that come out. So they decided to make a Pokemon open world game. So we've got Pokemon Legend Arceus, or Arceus. I think it's Arceus. I think that's how it's pronounced. And yeah, it's not too bad, but let's just get that out of the way so you can see the actual map. They've made it quite big, and it's I've not got very far in it yet. It's one I need to actually get back and start playing again. And yeah, but it's again, there's no like battling. Was it battling? I think you could battle, but it's just catching Pokemon, and to get certain bits you have to catch like 5 or 6 or even 7 of like the same Pokemon over and over again. It's like, can I be bothered with this? And every so often there's a great big massive Pokemon that comes out of the way and just kills you out of everything. Normally a big Snorlax. But you'll see them on the map because they're like 3 times, well, no, I say 3, about 30 times bigger. So yeah, It's worth playing though. It's just, I don't know. I like the old school, going back and fighting and battling and gym badges and stuff, which you get with Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the newer ones. So I've just literally just picked this up. So it's still sealed, but there you go. I bought both of them because you get suckered in with Pokemon games. You have to buy them both to get all the Pokedex. But I have been playing Violet. I haven't even got to the first boss yet, but I quite enjoy it. You get to meet the legendary Pokemon literally at the start of the game as well. It helps you out, so you'll get to see that. But it's sprung back the old style of battling Pokemon before you catch them and gyms. But apparently you can fight the gyms in any order. It doesn't really matter. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, there's no map inside this one to show you. But yeah, it's quite a big map. I've got like a poster somewhere with it on, and I'm only in a tiny little area of it. Right, so that's all the Pokemon games. But I did also get a couple. I can show you actually. I think the maps. No, I ain't got the map in there. I thought it did. But I've got a couple of steelbooks. So I've got this come with Pokemon Arceus when I pre-ordered it. So it's really nice artwork in there. So that's the outside, and then obviously the inside they're on the beach. And also I've got one for Sword as well. So I'm guessing if you get the shield one, the other Pokemon's facing the other way and you can have them next to each other. But yeah, I like that. It's got a nice picture of a sword on it. So I actually got this from Super Game Shack because I bought so much in there. He said, oh, you can have a free gift, and it was a choice of this or some sweets or something else. And I went, you know what? I'll take that as a steelbook. So, yeah, I've got a couple of steelbooks there. I literally just use them up on display on the Pokemon shelf. Right, on to the last pile. Slowly getting through this video, slowly. We have got the Psycho. It's Psycho Shooting Stars. This is the Alpha Edition. So this has got Strikers 1945. But it's got Strikers 1945, Strikers 1945 2, Strikers 1945 3, Dragon Blaze, Soul Divide, and Zero Gunner 2. So 6 games on this in a big collector's edition. You get some CDs and stuff. So can't go wrong with that. But not only did you get the Alpha version, they also made Bravo as well. And Bravo is probably the better one of the two. You get Gunbird, Gunbird 2, Gunbarich, Tengai, Samurai Aces, and one I don't know what it is because it's in Japanese. But you do get another one on there. So someone can tell us what it is. It's that one there, if anyone knows Japanese. Can tell us what game it is. But yeah, I do like them games, probably a lot better than I like Strikers. It's alright, but once you played one, you played all of them. So, yeah, they're pretty fun. Move this over. Move it a bit closer to me. Right, next we've got one that I see Marcus from Dad and Lads pick up, and he posted a post on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. So I paid the full price for it, and it's still sealed. It's Raiden 4, is that? Raiden 6. No, 4. It's just because I'm looking at it backwards. Raiden 4. Raiden 4X. Maikado Remix. So yeah. Do like my shooters. So I added that. Then we have got Rayman Legends, the definitive edition. So I've been playing this on the 360 and really enjoying it. Old school 2D platforming, trying to get to the end, killing things along the way by jumping on their heads and whatever else. And yeah, I picked up the Switch version, but because I've been playing it on the 360, I haven't opened the Switch one yet, which is probably criminal, but once I do that I probably won't want to go back to the 360 version because it's going to look so much nicer. Right, then we have got the Shmup Collection. So the reason behind this, I like my shooters and I wanted to play it. So rather than open up the Wii U version, which is really expensive, I bought it on the Switch because this one is limited to 5,000 copies rather than 3,000. So this is number 4473, quite a late one. And I picked this up off eBay for like £27 sealed. And opened it. So yeah, there you go. You got Finding Teddy 2 and the Shmup Collection, which are the two on the Wii U, really expensive. They also do Super Trench Attack and Gun Mercy by the looks of it. And a few others on the back. Can't bother to read them all out. But it comes with a little certificate to show that you bought it. And yeah, it's not too bad. It probably wasn't worth opening, but next we have got Shenmue, not Shenmue, Shanty. Shanty, the half genie princess, half genie hero, Ultimate Edition. And I didn't really like it. I put it in, it was alright. You play as Shanty with a long purple hair. And yeah, it's a platforming game, but I didn't really like it that much. Considering how much everyone hypes it up and stuff, I didn't think it was all that. Right, then we've got, I think this was a launch game for the Switch. Got Splatoon 2. Still sealed. But these first party Nintendo games hold their value. And probably has a big following online still. So I do really need to get into it and give it a go. I've got the online subscription, I just never use it. I should use it really. I paid like 18 quid for it. Next we have got Star Wars Pinball. So I got this really cheap because Liam, Retro Ram, found it in one of his local game shops, and it was on offer really cheap. I think you already had it, so he goes, does anyone want it? And I said, oh yeah, I'll have that. So I like my pinball games, and it's Star Wars, so what more could you ask for? We're getting towards the end now. We have got another, I think this is limited. No, this ain't limited. I thought this was the limited one, but it's not. This is Super Chariot. So this is a really weird one. So you play as the two characters, but the idea is you've got this chariot as well, and to get through a level you've got to bring the chariot with you. So you're climbing up these bits here, and someone's got a rope pulling the chariot up as well. So you have to literally get to the end of the level with the chariot. If you don't get to the end of the level with the chariot, you don't win. You don't go through that level. Right, another weird game. We've got Super Mario Odyssey. So all of you are thinking, why is that weird? So first of all, it's a 3D Mario game in like an open world area. And if you play two players on this, one of you can actually be the hat. So not only do you get, one person gets to be Mario, the other one is a hat. So yeah, it's quite entertaining to watch someone actually be in the hat, because I don't think the hat can die. I think he just literally goes around and batters everyone. I've only ever played as the hat to help my brother out, so I found it quite fun. Next up we've got Super Smash Bros Ultimate. Still sealed, but if you played Ace Smash Bros, I'm sure you've played them all. You're on a little platform and you're trying to knock the other one off. And if you knock them off so many times, you win. I think, is it 3 times they've got to be knocked off? But yeah. It's been a while since I played a Smash Bros game, so I'll probably get battered. Next up we have got Supermarket Shriek. So you play as a person pushing a trolley with a goat in it. No, I think it's some sort of weird racing game if I remember correctly. But yeah, set in a supermarket. Right, next we've got Tales of the Tiny Planet, which is another puzzle game. And I picked this up really cheap and it's still sealed. But I do like the puzzle games just to keep your brain ticking over. Right, next we have got, this is the other limited one I was thinking of. We've got Tanuki Justice, or Tankai Justice, however you pronounce it. Again, limited to 20,000. It is an 8-bit style platform beat 'em up game where you play as some weird tiger thing. Right, one I literally picked up the other day for a £5 from the game collection. It was in the sale and it looks damn awful, so I got it. It's Terraria Trilogy, but not the Terraria you're all thinking of. This is some weird well, they probably ain't even 8-bit. It's old school retro. But I think one of the games is a shoot 'em up, so had to get it, which I think was Terraria Bomber. They got Terraria Lander 2, Rock Slide Rescue, and Terraria Lander, and then obviously Terraria Bomber. But for a £5, I wasn't going to turn it down. Now this one, I bought this literally because I wanted the online code, and it worked out cheaper to get this. I think this was 15 quid, and the online code at the time I think was 17.99 for a year. So I saved 3 quid and got a game for free basically. It's Tetris 99. And there you go, look, just to show you, it's scratched off and used. But this is like a weird online, there's like 99 players playing Tetris at the same time. And you've got to try and beat them all. So yeah, it's quite a weird one. But I do like my Tetris games and stuff like that, so it was fun to add. Then we've got Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. So this is like a few games in one, I believe. Can't remember what's in it. Or is this just the final one? First new characters in nearly 20 years. No, this is its own style game. But I played like the old school style ones on it. I just wanted to get better at fighting games, so I got this just to try my luck. I did actually win a couple of games on it, surprisingly. Right, next we have got another one from the Funbox collection. We've got 3 left, we're nearly there. Got Wafu Uncovered. Yeah, which is a shoot 'em up, believe it or not. Where you shoot some women and their clothes fall off. So yeah, it's one of them 18 star ones. It's one I've played. You do get some art cards in there. Had to make sure they're the right way around. Yeah, you do get some art cards in there. But the game has been opened. No art cards in there. They're all in that box, thank God. Right. But yeah, I thought that was quite good. Fun little game. Alright, next up we have got, so this is another weird puzzle game. Vectron Vectronom, is that how you pronounce it? Vectronom. There you go. I'm going by what it says on the front cover. But yeah, still sealed. And the last one is still sealed as well. Now I bought this on a recommendation from Eddie and Dylan, and I looked at some gameplay and I thought, you know what, this is quite a good little, I think it's some sort of RPG Metroidvania style game where it's like 3D platforming, running around beating bosses and getting better at the game. But it's, I believe it's called Ys Origins rather than Ys. Ys Origins. So there you go. That is all of my games that I've got for the Nintendo Switch. So if there's any that you recommend I should play straight away, let me know down below and I'll crack them open. And if there's any of them big boxes you want to see me do unboxings of, let me know as well, and we can do that. We've got loads up there, so we can see what's in it together. Because I do plan on playing most of these games, if not all of them. That is the idea. I thought they was all going to fall over then. But yeah, I'm going to get all these back on the shelf now and go and film another collection video for you. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Hit that like button. Lets me know you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.